Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. And today I'm just gonna throw out a very gentle reminder to y'all about 2x. So, what are we doing? Well, we're doing 2x plus a boosted chance to get to Hanorak, I think. None for the epics though, so. If this was a 10x for unkillable champs plus a 2x, yes, definitely pull. But for Hanorak, even though she is great, like objectively, her kit is good, you know. So you got decreased speed on that A1, plus continuous heal, decreased attack, block buff, is pretty good. And then debuff spread, increased depth, increased speed on all allies 2 turns. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's good. And then remove a random debuff from all allies at start of each turn. Remove 2 random debuffs instead from allies under continuous heal buffs. So yeah, she is definitely great. She just doesn't have that passive heal that Doom Priest has, which, you know, some people would say Doom Priest is still better there because of that. But to Hanorak is definitely up there, you know, in terms of Hydra boss, Doom Tower bosses, stuff like that. But is she worth breaking your void shards for? So I have 19 right now. You know, I'm empty from getting what was her name? Riho Bone Spear, right? They offered her up for, I think, for 120 void shards. You know, so was it 120 or 90? I forgot. Whatever the number was, I feel like even though you're not really going for Riho, right? The magic number should be 30 in your mind, because that gives you enough for a 25 maybe or a 30 guaranteed void epic event. And if it's a good void epic, so the last 3 they've given us was Godseeker Neri, Inquisitor Shamel, and Madame Ceres. So like all of those were banger champs, you know. So yes, you're gonna get a lot less epics when you do it that way. But then you get amazing epics. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, sure, should you gamble and try to get your unkillable comp going? Yeah, I guess there's always a good reason to gamble in any gacha game. What I'm telling you is you gotta keep the powder dry, yo. That's basically it. So why am I such a big fan of keeping the powder dry and diamond handing these shards, bro? All right, check it out. So I'm playing this new game plus thing this year, right? So Broadmaw is a fusible epic now that's practically guaranteed, because the other 2 rares that you have to pull before, you could actually fuse them from the bazaar. So now that Broadmaw is a guaranteed free champ, if you just work hard for him enough, he can be your out for Dragons 20. So that is like a direct line path to Dragons 20 is Broadmaw. So Broadmaw, and you combine him with what I've been calling the F2P Trinity, which is going to be Haikatun, your starter, and War Maiden. So those 3 with Broadmaw is enough to break Dragons 20. You couple that with whichever pull you like, right? So I feel like a lot of the luck you need early in the game is down to decreased attack champ. And that, you can actually get rares for decreased attack, like Coffin Smasher, Bog Walker, and then void rares, I think Veteran and Runic Warden is the other one. So yeah, I mean, is it such a big deal to get the great epics right away? The answer to that is not as much as it used to. That's just the reality, because there's just so many more avenues in the game now to progress and to get stuff. The Dragons 20 is not as restrictive as it once was, you know? So like before, you really were at the mercy of some of your pulls. Like you need to have a carry champ to get you through Dragons 20. But now that Broadmaw is available for everybody, that carry champ isn't quite as important anymore. And Broadmaw actually, this is the crazy part. I'm going to show you guys something. Broadmaw is actually scalable all the way up to Hard Doom Tower. Check this out. Let's see if my clears still stand. I probably had him until floor 39, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a look. Best teams. Oh, I've been taken off the leaderboard, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been able to get Broadmaw to clear 39. So the 39 clear looked something like this. I think I have a screen cap on it on Reddit, so you could look it up there to see what's up. But it looks something like this. There we go. Right? Broadmaw can be scaled up. And then Drexar, obviously, you can just farm him from Bazaar. Then Seal is 6 months into the game. So this is a comp available to you in month 6 of playing Raid. You know, and that's pretty cool, yo. That's why I think the pressing need to open shards is not as great anymore. And now you get to choose which fusion event to go for because of how expensive the fusions are now. But while skipping fusion events, though, and diamond handing shards, you end up with 12 to 15 sacreds, which is enough to get you things like Mythir this year, Kyoku, or the last one that they sent out was Sisha, you know. And then on top of that, if you're also good with diamond handing your ancient shards, you could go for a guaranteed ancient Lego like Archbishop Pinthroy, but you know he's not quite as good. Honestly, I think they had Archbishop Pinthroy so far, and what's that other guy? I think this guy right here, Roth Matab, right? But yeah, it's the meta of Raid has shifted more towards that shards are better off unopened, and they're a lot more valuable unopened. So if you guys can figure out a way to do that, to keep your shards unopened and skip these basically filler events, even 2x events now feel like filler events. You know, the only way I can sanction that is like you're still missing decreased attack, stuff like that. Like that will be the bare minimum to pull shards. Would be just you're missing decreased attack. That's it. And you're stuck in a dungeon, you know. But in general, there's no reason to be stuck in dungeons anymore because you got Syl coming. You get what's his face? You get Lordly Legionary, I think month 5 into the game. So that's your out for Fire Knight. And then for Spiders, Broadmaw actually works pretty good in Spiders. You're gonna have to level up Armiger and Zephyr Sniper, but these are kind of like generally useful champs anyway. And then Templar, it's also another generally useful champ now that Bomal is so hard to beat. Like you could get Templar in like earlier regen set gear and get you through normal Bomal, you know, in normal Doom Tower. So yeah, I feel like there's just so many more avenues for free champs to be useful now. And actually, I may have figured out a new F2P archetype, F2P low spender archetype involving Spirit Host beating Celestial Griffin, you know, and of course beating Nether Spider, right? So I've gotten her to scale up all the way to the level 50 of Celestial Griffin. I haven't tried scaling her up to 90, and I don't think I'll be able to make it this month if I'm going to be strictly playing the New Game Plus thing, which is just plain old the dungeon themes I've been running, right? So this theme right here is stuck at 57. I'm having a hard time breaking this Torment Mortu Macabre thing going on here. So I don't know if that comp can be scaled up to 90, but I feel like it can be scaled up to 90. You get what I'm trying to say? Like there isn't a pressing need anymore to break shards open because there are avenues for you to work on without having to break as many shards open as you used to, right? So like the minimum amount of luck can get you a lot of progression these days. So, you know, just stuff like that, guys. Just keep that in mind when you open these 2x events. I feel like every 2x event is kind of a trap now, you know? But yeah, look at your account, see if you can hold off. If you can't hold off, definitely hold off. So I'll see you guys.